When you're given a tool such as Westlaw Next, it makes it that much easier to be given a research assignment, hop online, get it done, and then present it to the partner and be confident that what you're presenting is accurate.
Custom Counsel is a really unique business model that differs substantially from the legal placement agencies that exist. The first way that we're different is the quality of our lawyers. The one unifying factor with all of our lawyers is that they all have significant experience in the practice of law. We don't have any new grads or people who have sort of done other things. We have legal practitioners, and they're have chosen to work freelance as a way to seek greater work-life balance for the most part. Some of them are raising families, some of them are starting side businesses. For whatever reason, freelance is how they've chosen to practice law. And so we get a much higher quality lawyer with this business model than with the typical legal temp agency that oftentimes focuses on lower level work, doc review, that kind of project, where they just need people with a law degree to do some low-level work at low wages, and that's typically new law grads who are looking for something to do, or a stopgap between employment, that sort of thing. So the quality of our lawyers is really unique, and I would say that the lawyers that are in the network are highly curated for their level of expertise in particular fields, practice areas. Their particular backgrounds are interesting or unique. Basically, we want to represent somebody who has everything, so it's really one-stop shopping for the hiring lawyer. The second way that we are unique is the type of work that we typically perform. Like I said, we don't do the low-level doc review. Our lawyers are out there covering hearings, doing depositions, writing oppositions to summary judgment motions, doing research and writing, much more substantial legal work. We focus on sort of the higher end of the project-based legal market as opposed to the lower level doc review. And our fee structure is very unique. We don't charge anything to hiring lawyers. Most of these large legal temp agencies make their money by charging a surcharge to the hiring lawyer. And then they pay very low wages to the working lawyer and take a very large chunk of what's billed on the hourly basis. Custom Counsel doesn't charge anything to the hiring lawyer and takes a small percentage of the hourly rate billed by our lawyers, rates that they set themselves. So they really have an ownership of what they're going to make. Our lawyers say yes or no whether or not they want to take a project, and if they've got something going on in their lives one day and not the other, and they want to take a project and don't want to take a project, it's really up to them to design their own practice. And it's they also stay invested in the network because they receive a percentage if they refer work into the network, because say they get a project that's not their area of expertise, or they're busy that week and can't handle it. If they refer it in the network, they get a percentage, and that really keeps them, keeps this sort of feel of a network, of a sort of group of people who all have a common focus and goal together, and that really helps. And the nice thing about Custom Counsel is it allows us to focus on markets that the other legal placement agencies haven't focused on because they don't have the big firms with the big doc review projects. We can focus on markets that have lots of solo practitioners and small firms, because those are often the people who need sort of higher level project-based legal services. If they get flooded with a med mal case, for example, and they need somebody with med mal experience, and we can plug them right in at rates that are about half what they would pay to a similar associated law firm. And so it really helps the hiring lawyer increase their own profits, handle the ebbs and flows of the legal practice as they come, and potentially cut costs to the client. So it's a really symbiotic relationship that kind of works all around.